Okay, Happy New Year. It's January 2022, and welcome to Sugar Mastery. This is the first group program of the year, and I'm going to be doing this with you. Here comes Joni. I only want to stay on here maybe about 45 minutes or an hour or so, just so the recording is not that long and people can watch the replay, but I have about 15 minutes of teaching. But since we're doing this together, I thought it might be a good idea to let everybody just introduce themselves for a minute if they want to, and just take 1 or 2 minutes and say, where you live, why you're doing this program, if you, or whatever else you want to say about yourself. A lot of people chose a theme word for this year. If you want to share what your theme word is, just so that we kind of know a little bit about each other and how to encourage each other, because I posted in the Facebook group today about, what's the hardest part about keeping your health goals? Is it, just sticking with the plan, doing exercise, or, the actual nutrition, eating foods that are good for you? So who wants to open it up? I can start. I'm Tammy Jersey Roberts. I think most of you know who I am already. I'm a nutrition counselor. I live in Foley, Alabama on the Gulf Coast, and I was sharing earlier that it was beautiful. I haven't been to the beach for not a regular practice of going to the beach for years. And then I went down there this past Sunday because I thought this year I'm going to start doing that. And I wasn't even down there 15 minutes and the sky let loose with pouring cold rain. And then the weather went from 80 to 30. It's been cold ever since. So I'm really, really excited about this program. Oh, great. I forgot to mute my phone. There we go. My son calling me, which is rare. Anyways, I'm excited about this program and I'm doing it too. So far, I've released over 90 pounds in the last 2 years, and I still want to lose about 15 or 20 more pounds for me, I think, to feel my best. I'm going to be 64 years old this year, and I want it to just be the best birthday ever that I've had in the last 40 years that I've been struggling with my weight and my blood sugar. And most of you know that I had a type 2 diabetes diagnosis about 12 years ago. And 3 years ago, I was taking off all my medications. 2 years ago, I should say, I was taking off all my diabetic medications. And then 2 years ago, I was taking off the rest of my medications. So yay. Okay, I went longer than 2 minutes, but somebody else go ahead.
I'll go. This is Courtney.
Hey, Courtney.
Hey, so my name is Courtney Minka. I live in Illinois, suburb of Chicago, and I have struggled with my weight my entire life. I had gastric bypass surgery in 2005. I lost 150 pounds, but then have yo-yoed since, back and forth. And I'm very keen on healthy eating and clean eating. I've been doing it with my family for since my son was born, so almost 8 years. But we tend to kind of, 80%, like, don't go all in. Exercise has been not a consistent. My busy life seems to get in the way of simplifying things. So I just want to just find a solution to keeping it going, because I tend to do it great for a little while, lose some weight, and then I'm right back where I was, gaining weight back. So I want consistency. That is a definite word for this year for me, in so many areas of my life. So that's kind of where I'm at. I did do the detox in fall, which I lost 12 pounds on, and I was eating clean. And then once again went on vacation, holidays, and I just couldn't keep up with it. And so that's why I just really need to go through the program, step by step, and just really change my pattern. And Wendy's been a great influence and in that too. So motivation, I should say. So that's kind of where I'm at. And so I just want to be consistent and feel healthy and vibrant again.
Oh, I was on mute. Thank you, Courtney. That was a good one. Consistency.
Yeah.
We all need that for sure. Who wants to go next?
I'll go.
Okay. Michelle?
Yep, I'm Michelle. I'm from Oak Creek, Wisconsin, where it is 30 degrees here. And although that's a heat wave right now. Kind of like Courtney, I think what Courtney said is probably typical of a lot of people, where you do well for a while and then you fall off the wagon because there's this activity and there's this celebration and there's this and that and blah, blah, blah. And next thing you know, you're like, oh, what was I doing before? And you have to get back at it, and it's always hard to get back on the wagon, so to speak. I'm 55, in menopause, so that is a struggle. Seems like when the period stopped, the weight came, so that is no fun. And I feel like we do eat at home a lot. We do cook a lot. My husband's an awesome cook, which is awesome for me. So I need to make some sort of changes somewhere to figure out why it's not working. I was doing keto. I don't know if that actually was working for me or not. I felt better on it. I felt like I was eating good food, but and there's the occasional slip up where you have to go on vacation or you have a celebration, and like I said, it all goes downhill. Tammy's on mute again.
Yeah. Just gonna stay unmuted. Hopefully my phone won't ring again. It's on do not disturb now, airplane mode. Thank you, Michelle. Yeah, so staying on track is kind of staying on the rails. Kind of the theme. Do you want to go next, Shelley?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm Shelley Latola Johnson. I live in Coloma, Wisconsin, which is just outside of Madison. I decided to do this for two reasons, obviously to help with the weight, but also because I've struggled with a chronic cough for many years, and have recently in the last couple of years started having eczema issues, which I think is also related to some type of food allergy. So I want to learn how to choose better foods, and try to find out by elimination what is bothering my skin and causing the chronic cough. So my story is much like everybody else's. I think I'm eating good, but then you're traveling back and forth to work or whatever and stop to eat, and no place is healthy to eat out. And Wisconsin is kind of hard to get fresh vegetables and stuff too. So I always complain about that. It's hard to eat when it's hard to get good food. So I'm just hoping with this group effort that I can stay on track, eat good food, eliminate all the junk, and figure out what's causing my health issues.
Oh yeah, we're going to get there for sure.
I'll go.
Okay, Joni.
I am Joni Harrison, and I'm in Harrisonburg, Virginia, which is in the Shenandoah Valley. And I think our temperature has Wisconsin beat right now, because I believe we might be, 28 degrees and clear, but we have snow on the ground, which is awesome. We got a good bit of snow on Sunday. I'm a teacher. And so, and it's middle school and it's stressful. And I believe I eat because of that. For instance, today, after surviving 3 classes and hormonal, sleepy, snotty nosed kids, I ate 3, too much noise. Is that me? Oh, I ate 3 chocolates, dark chocolate. So it's better for you, but it's just impulsive and I need to get rid of that. But I'm doing this for weight. I haven't been diagnosed with diabetes or anything, but I have done everything. And I reached out to Courtney and Wendy, and I'd love to know how many of us are here because of Wendy. But I reached out to them and said, okay, I want to put my money where it's going to benefit me the most. I've done Noom, I've done Weight Watchers, I've done Thrive, I've done ID. I still have some of those packets in my house. I've done the pink one, and I can't remember what the pink drink company was. Most of these I had to join because of direct sale stuff. And Weight Watchers did my best. I lost 35 pounds on that. I used to be a super duper athlete, so I'm not adverse to exercise. I guess I just need accountability and consistency, and I need to change my lifestyle. So I'm hoping that this is going to change my lifestyle. My husband has type 2 diabetes, and we've always wondered if he really does have it. So I noticed and reading through the book, it's titled for women. And I'm wondering how much, I figured if I went through this and did this, I could help him, but I'm not sure if there's whole different like schedule and scales for, oh, Courtney says her hubby's doing it. I'd really like to get us on a good path because
Yeah.
right now we'll go to the store and like right now I'm snacking on these little peanut butter pretzels thinking, well, there's peanut butter and it's tiny and it's probably bad, but I don't eat best during the day. And then when I'm home, like at this time, I'm like, okay, I need something sugary and then I need something salty. And so I'm just hoping that this will help. And my word for the year is grace.
Great.
Grace.
Grace.
In,
Oh, that's right. You told me that. Okay. Yeah.
Yep. I think I need to show grace to some people and I need to have grace with myself. And it's just, to me, it's just a well-rounded word that just resonates. Last year was epic. This year is grace.
Okay.
And that was my last snack.
Oh, your husband can definitely do this. Men or women can do this program. I just target it for women just because it matches my story more when I'm helping other women. But I do have some men that have talked to me about coming in, and a few people. It's much easier when everyone in the household is doing it at the same time because, you're making it together. But that's totally optional. But yeah, and the serving sizes are usually huge, so that I usually can't even eat it all, and I usually don't eat it all because I just stop when I'm full. But yeah, men can definitely do it. So thanks, Joni. Yeah, I'm looking forward to talking to you one-on-one too, because I have some ideas. But because your story sounds like mine, I went on every diet on the planet. And they work for a while and then they don't. Okay. Laura, do you want to go?
Hi, I'm Laura Wilson. I'm from Minnesota. I live in Bloomington, Minnesota, which is a suburb. Let's see. So I think my sister, since the pandemic started, my sister, cousin, and I had all gained some weight. So we tried to like form a group to hold each other accountable. And we've tried just mostly different apps and haven't really had much success staying on track. The latest one we tried was Weight Watchers. And so like we're like a lot of you said, we're able to kind of stay on track for a little while and then get off track. So let's see. So that was kind of like what really got me interested in blood sugar was, I think I mentioned it in the group. I don't know if anyone saw, but my daughter started seeing a nutritionist, and so I'm working on blood sugar with her. And so that's like why I started looking for more information on blood sugar and balancing blood sugar. And eventually like that led me to finding this book and then the group, and then now I found the course. So
Now you're here.
yeah.
I know, what an interesting path, because
Yeah.
I think you're the only one who's found me like that, but that's awesome.
So I think I want to lose some weight, but my main thing is I want to work on just like feeling better overall and energy. And I've just noticed like some things, like I've gotten more forgetful, and I seem like I'm not sure what's going on with that. But and also my husband had a stroke this last May, and his recovery is going okay, but then he started kind of regressing. And he was doing a different diet. But he's kind of gotten off track with that diet. So I'm gonna have him try this with me and see how that goes.
Okay.
But let's see. So so he's not ready to give up caffeine, but yeah, he just wants to get on some diet because it's not on anything right now. But yeah, I'm excited about this one. So, and I'm interested in it. So.
Awesome. Glad to have you here. I'm so happy you found your way.
I think that's all. Thank you.
Okay, well, thank you. Tanya, you unmuted.
Am I? Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, I'll go. I'm Tanya Weisensell. I'm in Poinette, Wisconsin, near Madison. So, I found this group through Wendy. So and she's been losing a lot. I get a lot of Lily Rose hair products from her. So, but yeah, I'm not much for diets. I've only tried Herbalife before, but you don't really eat that much then, and you just try and eat healthy, but I've been on a upward roller coaster for the last 5 years here of gaining weight, and I need to lose over 100 pounds now. I mean, I'm on a CPAP machine now too, so it's getting worse. I don't feel my best anymore. I definitely need to do something to lose weight, and the menopause sure doesn't help here. So I think with the hot flashes too, now that I've met you, Tami, I think it has a lot to do with what I'm eating sometimes. It'd be interesting what it's all about.
Oh,
And I think stress too makes me gain weight. I've been under extreme stress lately, especially this year. I've lost 3 people this last year. So I don't know what else to say here. I've been trying to figure out the book for the last week, though. I didn't know if you wanted us to start early too, or
no, you're good. You're good.
okay.
We'll start on the eating plan on Monday.
Yeah, I
But,
got the email.
yeah, well, sorry to hear about all the stuff you're going through. Yeah, grief and stress definitely affects us.
Yeah, and when it messes up your mind that bad, it's kind of hard to just focus too on menus and all that too.
It is, but we'll get you through it.
Yeah.
We'll get
We're
you
gonna
through it.
help
you. We're gonna help you.
Yeah.
Rosie, you want to go?
Okay.
Thanks, Tanya.
My name is Rosie Speth, and I live in Ontario, California. And I heard about Tami last year in August, and through my niece that she lives in Spain. So I was looking for something for so many. I have diabetes type 2, and for 4 years already. And then Tami, can you hear me? Everybody can hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So I was a struggle to do it. I think that I was doing the correct diet, but I was not. And I was saying that I was eating healthy. And every time that I go check with the doctor, my A1C was getting more higher and higher every 6 months. And I say, no, I cannot do this, and I don't know what to do. The doctor told me, don't eat bread, don't rice, don't eat tortillas, don't eat potatoes, all the carbs. And I said, are you trying to kill me? Or what are you trying to do with me? Because if I don't eat those things, I'm gonna die. I need to eat. And then she say, but she doesn't tell me what to eat, what the correct food I can eat, until I find Tami. So that was last year. And I got the book, and she told me how to eat. And she talked to me, and she said, you know, you have to do this. At the moment that she sent me the list, I went to buy everything. And I start my diet, and I say, okay, I will do it this. And I was, communicating with her. And I say, you in November, I think I went to the doctor and get my A1C. And as soon as I get it, because it was 9.9, and then after that, it was 8.9. And then I say, oh, well, I don't know how it's gonna be, but the doctor told me if I don't lose weight, if I don't change my, the way that I was eating, is something wrong with me. So they're gonna give me insulin, and they're gonna increase my medication. And I say, no, I don't want that. So I had to do something. So that's when I was getting my diet. And then when I went to do my A1C test again in November, I get surprised for Tami. Tami was waiting for that. And it was from 8.9, it was 6.5. So it was good for me, and I lose weight, and I changed my habit of eat. So I'm pretty good. Sometimes that I send it to her what I doing, what I cooking, and everything is kind of healthy for me. And I trying to buy organic food. My chicken is range, it's healthy, it's not, my bacon is incure, everything that I eat is very healthy now.
You're doing fantastic, Rosie. You are.
Yeah, thank you to you.
You
Thank
are.
you to you. If whoever is hearing that, everything with us, with Tami, is working. But we have to do it the way she's saying in the book. Everything is working. No cheating. Because wherever I work, they have pizza, they have bagel, they have everything, and they ask me if I want, and I say no, I don't want it, so I don't eat it. But for a couple of days, maybe I was stressing, too much stress, so my blood sugar went up. When I test, it went 127, but I'm being in 106. 106, 108, 110, but I don't know what happened in these days, and I've been sleeping, but it could be something. I don't know.
Well, it's stress, and a lot of
Maybe
times you work 18-hour shifts in the
Yes,
emergency
I do.
room. So,
Yes, I do. Yes, but I'm doing okay right now, and
Okay.
I lost like maybe 15 pounds already.
Oh, great. Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah,
All right. Thank you, Rosie.
you're welcome.
Who wants to go?
I'll go.
Hey, Kelly.
Hi. So I feel like I'm a little bit of an anomaly because on paper, I'm super healthy. I have normal blood pressure. I have normal blood sugar. My cholesterol levels are well within normal ranges. I've had doctors in the past tell me if they just looked at my numbers and my lab results, they would think I was a perfectly normal, healthy individual and wouldn't need to change anything. But my BMI is off the charts and I am about 100+ pounds overweight. And it is beginning to take its toll on my joints, and my energy levels and all of that have a family history of diabetes as well as other autoimmune disorders. And I know that if I don't do something and get my weight under control, that all of those factors are finally going to stack up against me, and it's going to be bad news when it does finally hit. So I am not a chronic dieter, haven't tried a bunch of diets out there. I did try keto for about 5 months and had great success on it. But I am a very picky eater. So for me to eat healthy is very difficult, because the foods that I like are the foods that are the carb, starchy, not so great for you foods. So I'm trying to find a happy medium where I can get the weight off, but still not feel like I'm miserable and eating everything I hate. So that's why I'm here.
Yeah, I totally get that. Yeah, because eventually it catches up because the numbers don't show everything until, it's already happened. So good for you for taking action now, because yeah, and believe it or not, your taste buds actually start changing. I never thought mine would, but I used to think there was nothing too sweet, but not anymore. I actually start craving my taco salad or something ridiculous, but your taste buds actually start changing. And when your body's had the right nutrition, you'll start craving it again. So I'm looking forward to speaking with everyone one-on-one. Shelly and I talked today. So Marie, do you want to go?
Sure, I'll go. My story is just about like everyone else's. I just want to get healthy. I want to have more energy. And I know Wendy from our kids growing up. So I'm here because Wendy too. And I live in Arlington, Wisconsin.
Okay.
I want to just get more healthy. And I think sugar has a big part of that, for sure.
Of course. Yeah, that industry wants to keep us addicted, for sure. Okay, thanks, Maria. I'm glad you're here. I got your message today, so I didn't know if you'd be on here. Kimberly.
Yep.
Hello. Of course, I know Wendy and Courtney as well. I have kind of lived all over the Midwest. I was born in Southern Illinois, not Chicago, not Springfield. Keep going. I was born 45 minutes north of the Kentucky border, which is about 7 hours from Chicago, for those of you that only know Chicago and Illinois. And then I lived in Texas and Kentucky and Illinois and Iowa and Kansas, and now I'm in Missouri. I live just 30 minutes south of the Arch in St. Louis. I'm here because I'm now in my upper 40s and I have 4 kids. One's getting ready to go to college. Super stressful. I'm an RN as well. I think maybe Rose is also in the medical field. And what I've noticed, the older I get, and family history, a lot of diabetics, type 2 diabetics, lots of obesity. I don't want to go there. So I'm trying to, over the last 2 years, with COVID and everything else, I had gotten down to that number that I like to be. I was lifting weights, I was doing cardio, I was eating right. And then life happened. And I had 4 kids that I was homeschooling and my own businesses. And my husband had to come home and work from home. Life exploded, as I'm sure all of you know, because you did that too. And so I wasn't taking as good of care of myself. I wasn't prioritizing myself as much because my me time when the kids were at school and I didn't feel like I was neglecting anybody became the time that I was making sure that all 4 of them were doing their virtual classes and their homework, and I was checking and reteaching and all of those things. And so, 10 pounds and then 15 pounds and then 20 pounds and then 30 pounds. And I'm like, okay, stop. I have to make this myself a priority again. And so, and as that's happened, and the more junk food and comfort food my family and I have eaten, I've noticed my kids are more cranky. I'm more cranky. I'm tired. I'm not sleeping well. I don't feel well. I had my reflux. I have a hiatal hernia, and that was diagnosed when I was 17. And so I learned a long time ago, I don't drink soda. There's certain things I know if I eat, I'm going to have reflux. And we're talking, I'll wake up in the middle of the night coughing because the reflux is so bad. If I'm not watching what I eat. And that got bad again. And so I'm here to get that back under control and to kind of up level that, because I know from my experience by watching what I eat, I can control and keep myself off medications and feel better. So I'm kind of looking for, like some of you said, the accountability and the consistency to help get me back on that, but also to take it to the next level so I don't fall back into the bad habits. Or if I do, there's a process to get back to where I need to be instead of kind of jumping in and hoping and praying that it goes the way I want it to. So information made a lot for me. So that's why I'm here.
I think you really said a lot when you said we have to prioritize ourselves first, because there's so many of us that are taking care of a bunch of people and families and children and husbands and grandparents and whoever. And if the caretaker goes down, who's gonna, you got to take care of yourself first. Yeah, you prioritize yourself and your health for sure. It's hard to do sometimes, but it's a juggling act. Kathy or Brianne, who wants to go?
I can go.
I guess Kathy jumped off. Oh, no, she didn't. There she is up there with her hand up.
Oh, I'll go. So I'm Brianne. I live in Northwest Iowa. I, like many of us, and am here through Wendy. I started this program a little bit. I didn't do it full-fledged this last fall. Took bits and pieces of it and tried to apply that to life. Christmas time, like everybody, you get off the normal routine of things and everything just kind of goes downhill quick, fast, and in a hurry. So I need to get back on track and get the weight off that needs to come off. And I know that this program works. I've seen so many people, their testimonials that it's worked and they feel good. And I know from, being on it before that once you get rid of all of the crap that we're not supposed to be eating, you do feel better. So like all of you, I'm tired of being tired and things hurting that shouldn't hurt at my age. And so it's time to get healthy again.
I'm so happy you're here, Brianne.
Yes, I'm happy to
Okay,
be here too.
Kathy. I don't know how to take your hand down.
Okay, I don't know how to do it either. I'm never on Zoom, so it's all a little bit confusing to me. Anyway, my hand is up there now. So for me, I am more, I think, just looking to get healthy, just like so many have said. Although I am probably about 30 pounds overweight, but I have no idea why, because I'm gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free. Like there's so many things that I can't eat. It's not discipline for me. It's just, I know I can't eat them. But yeah, based on what I can eat, I don't think that I should still be 30 pounds overweight. So I need an education about what I'm eating that is doing this and why I can't drop the weight. I have a funny feeling that water is going to be key for me because if I can get one water bottle down in a day, I'm really proud of myself. So I know the water is going to be a big thing. Yeah, I think that's it for me. Also, like I just had my kids all here, my son and his wife, and 2 boys from Arizona came out to spend time with the family. Everybody got sick. So we never even got to spend the family time, and they just actually left today. And I am still getting over this flu. Flavored water. I mean, I don't really like the fizzy water. Some of the waters I do like flavored if they're natural and with no sweeteners. So I try. It's just getting it down. So, but if I'm doing this together, I have had hint water. It's okay. I'm just bad at drinking anything except a coffee in the morning. But anyway, so yes, I feel like I am scrambling to get myself together now because I feel like I'm back in the land of the living after having the flu. But I am going to do my best to get myself together and figure out what I'm supposed to be eating and do better about my drinking. And that's it. I'm excited to be doing it with all of you. So that is me.
Thanks, Kathy.
Thanks.
Okay, we're going to be talking to you about water.
Yeah, I know.
You know, I heard something the other day that 75% of the people that come into the ER are dehydrated. Now, I don't work in the ER, but hardly anyone drinks water, and they drink things that dehydrate them even more.
That's me.
Yeah, I mean, we're 70% water. We have to drink water. But thank you for bringing that up, because that kind of leads into what I wanted to talk about tonight. It's already like 7:40, but this will only take about 10 minutes and we'll be finished. But I wanted to basically talk about how our body actually loses weight, how we release it. And I have a very short little teaching thing about it, just to kind of make us aware of what's really going on inside. Can everyone see this?
I can see it.
Yes.
You can see my screen? Okay.
I can see it.
So it's kind of incredible that the time that we were sitting here for the last 45 minutes, every 3 minutes, all of the blood in our body was filtered through our livers. So when I first heard that, it was, kind of amazing that that happens. Try to maybe change this a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. But, the liver is an amazing garbage collection service. It collects our garbage and removes our service because our blood is going through every 3 minutes. It filters all the blood in our body, which is usually about 1 gallon to 1.5 gallons. And the liver catches all the impurities, the garbage. And so, what does it do with the garbage is really, if it's just going through our liver, then, big deal, it's got to come out. So first of all, where is the liver? It's the largest internal organ. And you can see in the picture where it sits. And I do have some liver detox home remedies, but I'm not going to talk about that tonight. Phase 1, the garbage is broken down. And we need ample antioxidants in the foods that we eat for this garbage to be broken down properly. And so some of those antioxidants, the reason I wanted to bring this up is because they're in Sugar Mastery already. turmeric, blueberries, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, spinach, red cabbage, kale, raspberries, strawberries, pecans, dark chocolate. Our liver needs these. There's a lot more antioxidants, but these are the ones, some of the ones that are in Sugar Mastery, so that we're covered on our phase 1 to get the garbage broken down. And then after it's broken down, the liver releases that back, and there are pathways depending on what the garbage is. The liver sorts the trash. It either turns it into a water soluble, which is cleared out by our kidneys, or it releases the toxins into our bile, and then we clear it out with our stools. But our liver dumps the garbage from the liver into the small intestine, and then it goes into our colon. But we need something in our small intestine that will soak up that garbage from our small intestine. And what we need is soluble fiber. The fiber is what actually carries the trash out and keeps the blood sugar from spiking. It reduces cholesterol levels. It feeds your good gut bacteria, and it reduces constipation. And some of the examples that I've been talking about in the last couple of months were fermented vegetables, that I want everyone to start eating a little bit of fermented vegetables like sauerkraut, and the kind that I talked about in the workshop, benefits of fermented foods. So I know some of you haven't seen that, but it's the like sauerkraut that isn't made with vinegar. It's only made with salt. Bubby's sells them, or you can make them at home. And I've got the recipes in that workshop that's free. Brussels sprouts, avocados. We eat a lot of avocados, broccoli, turnips, green apples, flax seeds, hazelnuts, sunflower seeds. And with all of these too, I want to make sure that you're chewing them up really well. So now that the garbage is out of our liver, how do we actually get it out of our body so it doesn't recirculate back into our bloodstream? It's kind of something that maybe you don't think about, but when the toxins get stored in our body, when they're not released out of our body, they actually get stored in our fat. And that's where toxins live after they've been circulated a while. They go in our fat. Our fat is actually protecting us from those toxins. And that's one of the major reasons that it's so hard to lose weight, because in our environment, there are over 80,000 different chemicals. And all of them are, proven innocent until something happens, like back what happened with DDT, and, there's a lot of other ones. So that's why I'm promoting that we're just trying to eat as clean as we can and eliminate. We want to make sure that the 5 elimination pathways are open. So I don't know how to get back here now. I see them all mixed up. La, la, la. Something happened to my Zoom. I don't know. Can you still see the screen?
Yeah, the
Yes.
screen that we can see, Tammy, says the 5 channels of elimination, and the first line is now that the garbage is out of our liver.
Okay, it's still showing, but I can't see it. Okay, so the 5 channels of elimination. Okay, the first one is the colon. So you already know that I'm always talking about we have to be sleeping, we have to be pooping, and our blood sugar needs to be in balance. Those are the foundational baseline to good health. So one of the major ways that waste is eliminated is through the colon. And that's why we need to be pooping at least one time a day. And I know that being overweight, constipation is a big thing sometimes. So I'll be, hopefully talking with everyone one-on-one if this is something for you, but the fermented foods are going to help this, and also eating healthy, because one of the biggest things that causes constipation is eating the trans fats, the hydrogenated industrialized fats, the deep fried foods, the French fries and whatever else is deep fried. But all of that builds up in the colon and it blocks it. I'm going to go through this quick. So kidneys, anything that's water soluble toxin or anything, it's going to come out through the kidneys, through urine. And that's the main purpose of us drinking 80 to 100 ounces of water a day, because we want to flush that out. All of our blood is filtered through our kidneys 40 times a day. And I'm not saying that we need to pee 40 times a day, but and also I've added in a lot of foods and herbs and different things into the recipes where it's going to promote this detoxification through the kidneys. And so your urine might start to smell a little bit different. But if you're drinking enough water, your urine is going to be practically clear and it won't have any kind of an odor. It's going to pretty much look like the water. The next one is our skins. And you notice I said our skins because our outer skin is our largest organ. It's a huge detoxification organ. And they say that we need to sweat, but a lot of us don't sweat enough. Or if you have some kind of a skin irritation like eczema, then sweating is going to probably just irritate it even more because you've already got toxins trying to come out. Another thing that you can do is in the shower, you can use one of those dry brushes to brush off your skin before you take a shower, or you can use a washcloth instead of a little scrungy thing. The washcloth has a little bit more friction on it. A lot of people put a little bit of salt or sugar on their washcloth, but I don't want you to have sugar in your house unless you want to use it in your shower. And put that on your washcloth and just kind of massage your skin. Epsom salt baths. And we also have skin internally. So any place that has an opening in our body, our mouth, our whole inside of our digestive system is skin. It's a thin layer of skin. And our lungs are, an opening into our lungs. It's considered one of our skins, but it's also a detoxification organ. So when you're breathing, you want to make sure that you're hitting the diaphragm muscle, that you're not breathing up here in the top of your chest. You want to make sure that you're filling your abdomen up like a balloon in your stomach every time you breathe. And when you're walking, especially, you breathe in through your nose and blow out really hard through your mouth. And a couple of times a day, it's recommended to breathe in and just blow it out really hard, because your lungs will collect toxins. And this is especially important if you had to be wearing a mask and things like that, because all those toxins weren't able to get out. You're breathing back in your own stuff. And another breathing technique is when you're walking, you can take 3 short breaths and take one big one out, like, sounds kind of weird, but I walk around the park like that. And that last one that I just said, it really helps also with constipation for some reason. I don't know. I learned that from Dr. Jenkins, was doctor that I did the video about his book in the Facebook group, that he talked about all the different things having to do with constipation, but we definitely, want to be aware of our lungs. So that was number 4 on the elimination pathways. And this is actually how the stuff that's stored in our fat, so that our fat cells can actually shrink. This is how it gets out of our body. So we have to make sure all 5 of these channels are open. The lungs are number 4. And number 5, of course, is the mind. How many times do we have toxic thoughts and things that we tell ourselves, that we can't do it, or things that bring us down? If we have control of everything going on through our head, and we also have control of changing our perspective. And I'm not saying that we need to be, super happy all the time and all that kind of stuff. But my friend that I talked to on Sunday about her word for the year, her word was basically unbothered. And she used to have a big thing about every time someone got, ruffled her feathers a little bit, she would go into a rage. And she felt like that was her power, just to be angry all the time and ticked off, and she got attention like that. So her word for this year is unbothered. She's going to be unbothered. And so I kind of thought too that that's kind of a good word for our blood sugar. We want it to be unbothered, that it's not jumping up and jumping down, but our thoughts and our mind and our stress levels definitely can affect the blood sugar for sure. Like we already know, it's the overcarbing, the overstressing, and not sleeping enough, not drinking enough water, Kathy. We're just going to get you now. Oh, Shelley said your word's freedom. That's a good one. Yeah, for sure. Okay, well, we've been on here for an hour, so I'm really, really excited. And I know everyone's going to have questions when they start looking at the grocery list. And, remember that the grocery list in the book has every single ingredient for all the recipes. And so you're not going to be making all the recipes. So you can go by the menu plan that I have that has all the nutrients for the week, or you can mix and match it, because some of the recipes are going to make 4 to 6 servings, and you're going to maybe want to have leftovers, or depending on how many people you're cooking for and stuff. You can always put almost everything in the freezer if you need to. And I just learned the other day, and maybe everyone else knows this, but when your lettuce starts to get bad, you have a big thing of mixed greens or spinach or whatever, when it starts to look kind of old and wilted, you can actually just put it in a freezer bag and freeze it, and it's great in the smoothies. Perfect. Yes, Courtney. Yes, I wanted to talk about that too, because if you don't like something or you're allergic to it, you don't have to eat it. Sometimes when it can be a nutrient deficiency. Sometimes it's a sign of that if you don't like a lot of foods, if you're really, really picky. But if it's not and you just can't tolerate it, just reach out to me, because there's a lot of different substitutes, or we can just skip things, because I actually have someone in the program that just despises all vegetables. So I'm like, oh boy, what are we going to do now? So if anyone has ideas about that, let me know, because we're going to try to disguise them in smoothies, but I don't know how that's going to work out. So anyway, Happy New Year. I'm super excited. I'm going to be posting in the group tomorrow about the prizes that are going to be available. And, I think that we should start already with the prize for this week. Who's going to drink their water every day, starting with lemon water in the morning and 80 to 100 ounces during the day? So,
I drink 8 bottles of water.
oh my
a day.
goodness. That's
I'm
awesome.
improving.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's what we need to do. So when you know start, so I'm gonna be posting something every day about water. Whoever gets their water in through from tomorrow until we start on Monday, I'll be sending you a prize. I don't know what it is yet. Maybe a box of tea or a box of something, maybe 32-ounce water bottle. Water. These iron flasks are really nice. It'll be something good. It'll have something to do with water too. If you have ideas about that, what you'd like to get, that'd be good. So I don't want to do a competition. I want it to be a cooperative where everybody can win. Yay. Okay.
Okay,
Sound good?
we can do this.
And I guess you got the email tomorrow about take your weight, take your measurements, and take your blood sugar if you want to, and you can start posting it in the group. Okay. Any last minute questions? Are we done?
No, thank you.
Thank you, Tammy.
I have a quick question about the lemon water, Tammy.
Yes.
So when you say lemon water, I have lemon essential oil. Is that what I should be adding to my lemon water, or should I be actually squeezing a lemon or real lemon juice? What constitutes lemon water and how much lemon?
Usually you can squeeze one whole lemon into the water.
Okay.
The lemon actually has enzymes in the juice of a real lemon that you don't get out of the essential oils or the bottled juice. You know, you
Okay.
can use those if you don't have a real lemon, but a real lemon is the best one because we want to build up our enzymes, because enzymes are what digest our foods. It reverses conditions of food intolerances and helps you be able to absorb the nutrients from the food that you do eat. It raises your stomach acid, everything. So.
Okay. I'll choke it down.
Lemon water morning and evening before go to bed. It's good. No more acid in my stomach. It's good.
Well, I need to go get me a couple lemons. Because I know Wendy through Little Rose because I sell that, but I also sell Young Living. I just don't publicize it because I do it for myself. And I do lemon oil in my water every day, but I will go get some lemons.
Well,
the
and you
lemon
can do
essential oil
both.
tastes a lot better than squeezed lemon, doesn't it, Joni?
It does. It
Well,
does.
I mean, you can put the essential oil, lemon, lavender. There's a bunch of different ones that you can add to water, but just have one glass in the morning that's got the real lemon for the best benefit, really. And it also stops sugar cravings.
I will do that. I'm actually nursing 2 lemon trees upstairs back to health. And one of them has a very nice big green lemon on it. So we'll see if that will come to fruition.
Oh, yeah.
But I'll do it. I will do it because I'm
Okay.
bound and determined. But I do I haven't been on any kind of antihistamine for hay fever or allergies since I've been putting lemon, peppermint, and lavender in my water each day. So
Isn't that amazing?
Yep, none. The doctors kept putting me on all kinds of different medicines, and so, but I'm going to go get that lemon.
Yeah, well, that's one of the things that people notice first about Sugar Mastery is that their sinuses clear up, their allergies clear up. It's just like so many things.
Awesome.
But yeah, the lemon, the combo you just said, lemon, lavender, and peppermint. We used to diffuse that for our allergies, and then When peppermint gets in your eye, though, it's not good.
Well, I've done that. I've also put it in and gotten something on me, and then like I'll lick my finger or something, and it's very startling.
Your husband stopped snoring, Courtney? Oh my goodness.
Is that, Courtney, is that from doing this program?
Yep, when he did the detox for that, I don't remember how many days it was, a week or whatever. Yeah, he didn't snore the whole week. It was so nice.
Wow.
Yeah, but then, you know, again, we got into our bad habits and he's bad again. So I do think, you know, once he starts up with me, it'll be great.
Oh my gosh,
Well,
that's an amazing testimonial.
Yes, we won't tell him I shared that.
Oh no, we won't say, hey.
What we share about our husbands in this group stays in the group.
Definitely, because sometimes they can be a source of stress too. Okay, so I was gonna try to save the chat, but I guess I didn't put that on the options or whatever. Anyway. Oh, every time I think I have this Zoom figured out and all this technology, it changes on me.
3 little dots down by the chat. You
Yeah.
click on it, it says save chat. I don't know if that's, I think everyone can just save their own chat, or I don't know if it goes to the video. I don't really know about that, but I saw.
Oh,
that.
I see it now. Thank you so much.
It looks like chat's disabled right now.
I think you're recording that because over here say recording.